All right, we're at the mill in Augusta. Kind of want to just go over where I'm at. We're on the first flat portion of the roof here. This is one of the areas that's having some leaks currently, and I'll just start where I came up from here, and we'll work our way around. We've got this flashing and counter flashing along the wall here. We'll just have to be cognizant of potentially having that brick be damaged by installing a new termination, and it's like that on this end of the building, and then on the other end of the building over there. Here in the middle, we've just got the structure that we should be able to terminate to. We might even be able to wrap that curb a little bit there. So first and foremost, we've got that section here. Secondly, on both sides of the building, we've got the super gutter, which is great, and the super gutter is installed in a good spot, so we don't even have to touch it. What I'd like to do is come off with a new two-piece compression metal edge detail, and I'll measure this detail out so we can make sure that we get the same look that's been here in this building up to this point. On the roof, we've got mod bit. It's a torch down mod bit, so they heat up the tar and lay down the cap sheet in it. Fortunately, now we've got pockets of air, potentially pockets of water that are in here, and I don't know if you can see, but under my foot I can just move that membrane around. So we definitely need to come off with this material and get down to the decking, and then provide something for you guys that's going to really seal this area out and give you a solid warranty, and something that's going to protect this building. You won't have to worry about it. Couple areas that I need to focus on as far as getting an answer for termination. Got this little storage area here. It's actually home to a generator. Pretty cool little spot, but my biggest question is how are we going to terminate to the door frame here? So I will measure that out, and we'll get an answer from the manufacturer. On top of this building, so you can see that we've got the looks like 2x8s on top for the decking. We've got metal, what appears to be standing seam. They folded over the seams and then wrapped that metal all around the sides. I don't know if it's leaking. I can definitely ask, but either way, we've got wood it's solid, but it's definitely rotten in this area. And then I'd just be concerned about the integrity of this roof system on top of that. I don't want to get to a point where I know the paint's peeling off, but at this point I think we can save that wood just with new paint. So you talk about a solution for that spot as well. We've got the building itself that will flash to, which looks like we can just come up about 8 inches or so and terminate there. We used to have the connection for this access ladder. I guess it used to come to here. Now it just kind of free floats. So we've got these 2 pitch pockets and then a vent here to figure out something to do with. We've got the old sign here for the granite mill. The only place that it ties in that would affect us are these pitch pockets here. Everything else is on top of the wall, above where we would terminate. So just 8 pitch pockets all the way across. Again, we've got that flashing detail along the wall here, and need to be cognizant of having to go into the brick. Large pitch pan here around some vents. We might be able to take all that off and do just a gooseneck vent in there, pretty it up a little bit, make it easier for the crew. We've got a curb here that we'll have to flash. I am going to talk to the owner about the fact that the unit itself could leak. We can make it not leak up until the bottom, but I can't help any of this this stuff on top here. I can't help that if that leaks, so might need to talk about getting a new one there. Got a little vent here that we'll have to flash, and then again 4 more pitch pans over here. This entire side of the roof is just flat. It's actually a 1/12 pitch, which we got the same pitch up here. We'll want to come off with that material as well. You can see that it's coming out. It's coming off there. And then we've got this little head wall here. So we'll just come up either right to that or term underneath the drip edge there, if we can. It looks like it's screwed in here, little hex heads. So if we can take those off, terminate our material up underneath it, that would be the best way to do it. Got a little piece of angle iron. Must have been like held a sign or something before. I'd like to take it off if we can. There's gonna need to be brickwork done on the building anyways at some point. You just see mortars failing, and I can take that whole piece off there. So there will need to be brickwork done, and I'll let the owner know about that. Here's another spot. Water is definitely getting in there right now, and it has nothing to do with the roof. It's just the wall because that brick is failing so much. And then we've got another curb here. We've got an AC unit that, if it is in use, will need to be put on a curb or raised on a rack. Satellite dish that looks like it is hooked up somewhere in there. So it'll need to be put on a sacrificial sheet. I would like to get rid of these cement blocks. They'll just rub against the roof. We can get some cinder blocks and put it in there like it's supposed to be. So that's pretty much it. I will take the measurement. Oh, last thing, the window here. It looks like they've got a pretty solid way of flashing it right now. They've actually got a custom little flashing here, and then again the counter flashing down for the roof part. So I'll probably just stick with something like that for this area. But that is it.